Yo everybody, how's it going? Welcome to another episode of RogueSpirit Reviews. And this video is not scripted, so apologies if I'm coming off a little awkward. I got my cool Gundam hat here. So yeah, in today's video I want to share my top 5 best games that I have played in 2021 this year. And I'm really excited to share this video with everybody. And if you're new to the channel, don't be shy. Welcome. Thank you for watching my videos in the first place. And don't forget to like and subscribe for more video gaming content. The games that I have picked for my list are basically games that I have completed or played. So if your game isn't on this list, then I probably most likely haven't played it yet, but I'll get to it soon. And let's get it poppin'. Let's go. Let's do this. Video games. To me, it's the best escape from reality when I just want to lay low and chill out. Video games have helped me overcome a lot of dark moments in my life, and that's the reason why I dedicate a YouTube channel towards it. Saving princesses only to be friend-zoned, platforming across impossible 2D side-scrolling levels, running around, completing side quests, gaining levels so that we can defeat the big bad evil boss of the game and save the world. Gaming is one of the best inventions ever created. 2021 was a very rough year for me, but for gaming, it was one heck of a year, and I had the privilege to review and play a lot of amazing titles. So, for today's video, I'm going to be discussing my top 5 best games that I have played in 2021. Let's get started. Before we get into the top 5, I want to give an honorable mention to Pokemon Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl. Sure, this game isn't Pokemon Arceus, or however you pronounce it, but it is still a very great Pokemon game. And as someone who has not played the DS version, I was really looking forward to this one, and purchased it day one, and I really had a very good time. They added the Grand Explorable Underground map where you can catch some cool Pokemon to fill up that Pokedex, and even included a home base that you can customize, and I really enjoyed battling against the trainers and gym leaders in this remake. And I adored the chibi-like character models when not in battle, and even when you enter a battle, the character trainer portraits do stay faithful to the original. And now that battles are in 3D instead of it being sprite based, it really makes the battles seem more epic and modern in a sense. And the music is top notch, plus who can forget that Cynthia boss battle? I really enjoyed it. And if you want to pass up time until Pokemon Arceus comes out, then Pokemon Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl is no brainer, especially if you love Pokemon. That's why I just had to give it an honorable mention award before we get into the meat and potatoes of this video. It's Pokemon. These games are always fun. And starting with number 5, we have Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart for the PlayStation 5. This game really made me feel like I was watching a Disney Pixar movie because the graphics were just that great. This game really does look the part, and the gameplay is just fantastic. You have so many weapons to choose from, and exploring each world looking for bolts and secrets had me losing my mind as I really got immersed into the story and characters. And the weapons, my goodness, they were fantastic. And not only do you play as Ratchet and Clank themselves, but the game adds another new playable character. That's right, playing as Rivet, who is essentially Ratchet's counterpart, was very interesting, but too bad they didn't add her own abilities that would have made her stand out more rather than just being another Ratchet skin clone. But I still loved their story moments, and I really loved this game. I highly recommend it, and I did do a review on this game, so feel free to check it out. I will post a link down in the description of this video. And I dig deeper into the game in my reviews, so yeah, Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart is number 5 for me. I love 3D platformers like Donkey Kong 64 and Banjo-Kazooie, so it's a no-brainer that Super Mario 3D World Bowser's Fury is on my list for the top 5 best games of 2021. Bowser's Fury really goes back to the old days of Super Mario 64 and Super Mario Sunshine by giving you a huge area to explore at your leisure, while collecting goodies like cat shines among other things, and giving you power-ups that you can use. riding on Mario's good old pal Plessy from Mario 3D World across the open waters in order to travel to other areas spread across the open world was so amazing and so fun. And I really hope she makes a return for the next game. The boss fights against Bowser acting like a big ass Japanese kaiju fight just blew my head off into the ceiling. I just really love this one and recommend it to all Nintendo fans, especially if you love 3D platformers like Super Mario 64 and Super Mario Sunshine. Seriously, go check this one out. It's really fun, especially if you're a Nintendo Switch owner. And at number 3, we have Shin Megami Tensei 5. Now, you may be familiar with the Persona games, but in actuality, it is a spin-off from the Shin Megami Tensei series. And Shin Megami Tensei has a total of 7 spin-off series. Wow, I had to take that in. And for those of you who don't play JRPGs, or even if you do and you still don't know what a Shin Megami Tensei game is, then don't worry. I'll explain to the best of my knowledge. Usually, the Shin Megami Tensei series are based on a post-apocalyptic world where the main character must find answers and make sense of what is going on. Demons have overpopulated the world and there is a battle between God and Lucifer, and different endings depending on the choices you make. With a very interesting concept accompanied with dark themes in its storytelling, with a Pokemon-like gameplay structure where you basically must recruit demons into your party and raise them in order to make them stronger, and even fuse them together to create an unstoppable team, Shin Megami Tensei 5 is no different, and it sticks true to the SMT formula. Now, these games are very challenging on the standard difficulty settings, but the true gameplay shines in knowing your enemy's weaknesses and exploiting them in order to gain an advantage during boss battles, giving the main player's team an extra turn or two, or a few, and laying down the smackdown. Shin Megami Tensei 5 is challenging but fair, and part of the fun is dying and retrying a difficult boss fight with the better team, and you really do become attached to your party members, as you spend so much time leveling them up or fusing them with another demon in order to create a more powerful one. The storytelling is fantastic, and in Shin Megami Tensei 5, you have a very interesting, expertly crafted world to explore at your leisure. And while it's not open world like Breath of the Wild, there are a lot of side quests and secrets to discover, and the developers really force you to explore and level up in order to make it past the next boss encounter. This game is really long as well. You're looking at about 60 hours or more, depending on how you play this game. The battle music is so good as well, just like the battle music from each game, which really immerses you into the fights and makes turn-based JRPG battles way more enjoyable and epic. If you're into JRPGs, then don't skip this one. Seriously, you just gotta check it out. And at number 2, we have Resident Evil 8 Village. I love all of the modern Resident Evil remakes and games, and man was I ever hyped for Resident Evil 8 Village, especially after beating Resident Evil 7. That game was fantastic. This Resident Evil title takes the best parts from the other games, acting as a sort of tribute while paying homage to the series. Capcom really did a fantastic job, even though Village is far from perfect, and it is very short, and I keep coming back to this one thanks to the harder difficulty modes and the wonderful Mercenaries mode, which will have you hooked. Now, this isn't the scariest game compared to the standards that the series have set, excluding 5 and 6, but it is still a really good Resident Evil game full of epic enemy encounters and over-the-top boss fights, excluding the boss fight with Donna and Angie from the Beneviento house, which was lame. And yes, that Call of Duty section with Chris Redfield is whatever, but when Village is good, it's really good, and the first person perspective really immerses you into the whole experience. Exploring the village was pretty fun too, although it did feel a bit linear at times because it is linked to overall progression as the story goes on. However, I am still so excited to see how the next entry in this series will wrap up the Ethan Winters storyline, and I really hope Capcom goes all out with the next one, with the scares and creepy creatures and atmosphere, you know, all that wonderful Resident Evil stuff. I trust you, Capcom. Please don't let us down. Resident Evil Village is amazing, and if you haven't played it, then what's wrong with you? Just kidding, but seriously, go give it a whirl and let me know what you think about it down in the comment section. Of course, I did a review of this game and I explained things much deeper in that video review, and it's one of my first videos, and it's probably one of my favorite videos as I really enjoyed my time playing this classic game as well as creating the video review for it. Good times for sure. So yeah, be sure to check it out whenever you can and give it a thumbs up and drop a comment if you end up enjoying my video review of Village. And my number one pick and my Game of the Year award goes to Metroid Dread. Wow, Nintendo. They really nailed this one out of the park. Not only did they add more lore to the Metroid universe and answered some questions, but they have paved the path for future installments, and not only that, but perfected the Metroidvania formula. Samus has never felt better to control, and all of the weapons and upgrades you find while exploring the amazing, expertly crafted 2D overworld map was astonishing and brought me back to the days of the old. Trying to dodge and sneak by the Emmy robots that patrol each Emmy zone had my heart jumping out of my chest, and I loved every moment of this game. The boss fights are truly epic and out of this world and will test your gaming reflexes and skills to the max. The graphics look amazing, especially it being a Nintendo Switch game, and I just can't get enough of it. I beat this game like 5 times since I last reviewed it, but Metroid Dread blew my damn mind away, and I am so pumped for Metroid Prime 4. While the music was hit and miss, this game still had the atmosphere from all the other 2D Metroid games, and using the counterattack to demolish those pesky aliens never got old. I loved every moment of this game and I highly recommend it to all Nintendo Switch owners. I reviewed this game as well and my opinions have not changed at all. Samus has never looked nor felt better to control, and figuring out where to go while being lost has never felt better as it did in Metroid Dread. I love this game and it's one of the best games I have played, and that's why it's my Game of the Year for 2021 and my number one on this list. Well, there you have it folks. These are all my top 5 picks for the best games in 2021 that you need to play at some point in your lives. And if you have played them, then that's awesome. Let me know if you guys agree with my list or not. It's all love, so no hard feelings. I can take it. And please share your top 5 list for the best games in 2021. Don't forget to like and give this video a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already for more gaming content. I appreciate each and every one of you. You're all awesome and amazing, and thanks for making it to the end of this video. I'll catch you guys in the next episode of RogueSpirit Reviews. Ciao.